Hello, I am President Scroob, and welcome to this, the first episode of my next Let's Play. The game this time is very similar to the last one in a sense. It's UnEpic, a Metroidvania style by an indie producer, I believe out of Spain this time. It's a much better game than the last time, so I actually won't be in agony the entire time playing it. So hopefully that will present a different mood. I'm gonna be starting up a new game right here. That was my test game, so let's get rid of that. Start up a new one. I received a little bit of criticism for my reading the story text in the last Let's Play, so I'm going to skip that this time around, and I'm going to be silent during all story expository sections, so anybody who wants to read the story and follow along can feel free to do so without missing anything that I'm going to say. And with that said, we're pretty much just going to jump into the first long story sequence for the intro here, right about now. So now I have control, and you see the basic HUD. I'm opening up my inventory to equip the Zippo, which I will never actually stop equipping. As you can see there, an hallucination. Actually, I suppose an hallucination could be correct. But regardless, this game is written by a Spanish guy, and the translation is not perfect. There's our map. Not much there right now. It'll fill up later. This beginning section has a lot of talking, so there'll be a lot of silence. And not much over here. I move around with the arrow keys, jump, jump. I can't do much else because I don't have any items. The controls are actually pretty responsive, especially compared to Project Black Sun. So that's our second character, so that our protagonist can actually have someone to talk to throughout the adventure. Because one guy just talking to himself the entire time would get a little bit weird. Alright, so I have a sword. I'm gonna drag it to a hotkey and equip it. So now I can swing the sword. Swing, swing, swing. And it brings us sort of to our first lesson in the most important part of this game, which is attack jumping. So normally, like, I can't move while I attack, but if I jump, I can make forward round as I attack, which is critical. Typical don't touch the gold or else you die little scheme right there. I'm afraid to get involved in any sort of conversation about this game because these story sequences, they pop out of nowhere. So if I just walk up to this snake, I might get the first hit and stun him, but if I attack jump, I will definitely get the first hit. And I think that's the best joke in the game. The snake, snake, snake! It only gets worse from here, as far as humor goes. So, there are a bunch of different weapons in this game. Yeah, there you go. Maces and axes work against solid objects. Swords, daggers, and spears work against things that bleed. So mace is best against barrels. So let's equip the mace. And break some barrels. Pick up some arrows. Open the chest. I think it's interesting that the game creator put a large number of different weapons in the game. Like, for instance, if I hit the snake here with the mace, it'll do less damage than the sword. I think it's interesting that the game producer put a bunch of different weapons in the game, but I feel like not all of them stack up equally. Daggers and spears are not that great. And I'll go through that more as I pick up more of the weapons, but I have a plan that pretty much min-maxes this, which will eventually end up with axes, bows, armor, health, and 1 magic. Which you'll see. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk. Some of the dialogue is actually kind of painful to read in how really overly nerdy it is. Like, I get that he's trying to appeal to nerds, but he might have gone a little bit too far. Whenever you light all the torches in a room, that happens. And if you light all of the rooms in a certain area, fully light them, then you get an achievement. So there are worms down there. That worm just stepped on a trap. That's what happened there. So did I, because I'm good at this game. Essences are used to make potions and cast spells. The game creator really likes hiding chests behind trios of three barrels. So yeah, it's taken me a little while to get around to this. I sort of have been heavily distracted lately. You can see on the floor there's a little short line that activates the trap that just barely sticks out of the ground. If you're looking really closely, you can always see traps before they hit you. If you're not looking really closely, well, they're gonna poke you in the ass, and that's life. This is a key door, and let's see, key to the sewer. I'm actually going to mark this on my map. Sewer key, so that I know where to go next time. You can see we've been pretty much going straight to the right since we started. And there's another sewer key. Gardens key. Just so when I pick up those keys, I remember where exactly I'm supposed to go. Our first save point. There is no fall damage in this game. So right here, saves my game, restores my health. Very handy. Fail at jumping. Let's see, about 12.5 minutes. I can probably grab the halo before I end this video. Hopefully I get to talk more next time. These expository sequences have really been crimping my style. Oh, bats. Bats suck. Until you get something later in the game that totally makes them, not matter. Die, bat. They don't do that much damage, so you can pretty much just charge headlong into them and chomp them as you go. Like that. Yeah, bats. Take that. Ow. Yeah. And up here is the halo. Very important item. So I'm going to use it right now, since we're about at the end of this. Going to bind it to Shift 0, and I'll rearrange my inventory while I'm at it. I just put essences on the right, potions on the lower left, weapons right here, and that stuff down there. There! Now we're organized. Excellent. Actually, we can put the Zippo down there too. That's brilliant. And we're going to use the halo. What the halo does is it transports me back to here. Unlimited uses. Can pretty much just get out of combat whenever we want. And I'm going to save. And then I'm going to end this first video. Hopefully you'll join me next time as we continue further into the Castle Harkonnen in UnEpic. We'll see you then. Thank you very much. This is President Scroob, and see you later.